Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the 80s version of the Twilight Zone. And this week we are looking at The Call and 2020 Vision. Now, again, I apologize, this is not the broadcast order, it's just the order on my DVD set. So we start with The Call, which stars William Sanderson, who I instantly recognize from Blade Runner, where he plays Sebastian. And he is a very lonely person, not saucer of loneliness lonely, but still pretty lonely. And he has a pet bird. I think maybe you could have driven the point home further by having him have fish, to be honest, but that's fair. The idea of her only wanting to call him and not see him also reminds me of the idea. It's a show on MTV, I think, called Catfish, in which you have people who are fooling one another over the internet with fake profiles and stuff. And this could definitely have been something like that. They mentioned something called reverse listing, where you call the operator. You remember operators? No one knows operators anymore. And get them to tell you the address of a number that got dialed. That's not a thing that people do anymore. That's old world tech, and it is gone. Now, the statue of Marianne. That's a cast. I think that's a cast of Julie Kayner, who does the voice, but I'm not sure. I didn't like the hair on the statue, to be honest, but the rest of it is a cast of someone, and it might just as well be the voice actress to it. The idea of him getting sort of drawn into this museum world, well, the piece of art in the museum, reminds me, of course, of Miniatures from season 4 back in, 63, right? Which has a very, very similar theme. There isn't a Dutch angle to signify the massive change when he turns into a statue, but instead there's a sort of dreaming sweep thing. And then he turns into a statue, which is pretty cool. And hopefully they will find us some sort of bronzed eternal happiness that way. The next episode is 2020 Vision, which is a sort of remake of A Penny for Your Thought from season 2, so 1960. And it stars the character Cutler is played by David Hemblen, who played Magneto on the animated X-Men show, and Sandy, who is played by Cynthia Bellevue, I think it is, who plays Spiral in one episode with my favorite character. And for some reason, they decided not to hold the camera on the nameplate, but they went with a freeze frame. It doesn't look really great. Some of these visions that he's getting through his glasses are a bit cryptic, like you see an old man. Is it a happy old man, sad old, like, we don't know. You get an abandoned house. Like, obviously the house is going to be abandoned at some point, unless it burns down or is demolished. And I mean, the way that he interacts with, it's weird. Like, it's odd. Not sure. I like the effect on the glasses, though. Whenever he puts them on, you have this tiny piece of light that goes across the glass, and you hear ching noise. That's cute. I like that. That works. The stunt when she falls and he catches her, that's a really nice little stunt. It's done with body doubles, because you see them from behind, right? And then when they sort of roll into frame, then you switch to the actors. And I think it works. I think it works quite well. Next week, we are gonna be old, and we're gonna be sad. And I look forward to seeing you then. Take care now.